All right, we're here at mile marker 18. Normally I'd say we're going to start mile 19, but there's a choice here. Upper trail is where we go to have mile 19. Lower trail is not really marked. We're going to do lower trail, then we'll come back another day and get upper trail, mile 19. I love this part. This is one of my all-time favorite sections of the trail. Number one right here. Have hiked it a lot, but it's not as easy as there's a lot of rocks, a lot of bluffs, rocks and stuff, I think a lot of views, a lot of history here for me, a lot of personal history. We'll have Big Rock. Now, I will mention Big Rock in this video, but I am coming back and making a special Big Rock video because I'm going to have I'm going to take about 30 minutes just to film around Big Rock, different views, different positions of the camera, different angles, and talk about different stories. And I want to kind of like script, I want to kind of get an idea, a rough draft of the stories I want to tell around Big Rock. As you can see, this part, the water around coming off the little bluff here. And the river is rolling today. Hopefully you can hear it loud and clear. Now, if you hear if I'm a little louder on video or on audio, I do apologize. I'm just excited. I'm finally here. After 5 months of filming, I'm finally here. But like I said, it's not going to end here. I'm going to come back another day, get 19 and the end of the trail, and film around Big Rock. And I will mention Big Rock, but all the stories I want to make sure I get them all. You know, I don't want to like forget one and, you know, come back and make a Big Rock part 2. I want to make it one whole video, but I want to have all the things to talk about. Wow, amazing. It is just super fast. It's usually not like this. This is really, really fast. Now, these bluffs used to be a lot taller. Well, they're the same height, but they've kind of built up the trail is what I'm getting at. It used to be a lot, you know, more like river level, but they've built up the trail. And which is really kind of do a little pan up here. I don't know how well that looked. Hopefully it wasn't a shock to the system, but this is a lot of bluffs. Mile 19 is going to be on top of those bluffs, and I'll give you off those bluffs there, but this is just amazing. Oh, I love this. Kid in the candy store right here, folks. Don't want to get my camera wet, so it's weather protected, but I don't have to go through the hassle of wow. Wow, it is wet down here. Ooh. The drops of rain are coming from the bluff up above. It's kind of more quiet here, but a little incline here. So my apologies. Oh, let's slow this bluff. This right here, folks, is the highlight of the Duck River Trail. This right here. Very technical, very rocky. And but I got some really good brooks on, so just to get another view of the rapids down there. I'll pan that over there. When I first started this project, I wanted every shot to be perfect, but I've come to the realization that this style of filming really is usually handled by small action cams like a GoPro. It's not really used for, like, you know, a Sony camera, video camera, still camera, but it just, I love the quality. But so every shot's not gonna be perfect. I know that now. I've come to that realization and I'm okay with it. Let's kind of take a look back there where it came from. You can see the bluffs, I hope you can. Okay, we are getting close to Big Rock, and just trying to, you know, being a little less talkative now because it's starting to get kind of technical. I want to just watch my footing, and okay. Another little set of bluff here. This right here is the trail that me and my friends, we walked on up and down this river fishing, waiting, just, you know, up there, more bluff. Just waiting. This is the trail that camped on. This is my childhood. adolescence right here. And I don't know, just walking this trail today with the news I've been given about mom and stuff, you know, and thinking about my friends, you know, we had a core group of friends that's growing up that lived here, and you know, shout out to friend Jason. He passed on in 2020, and I'm just thinking about him right now, walking this trail. Him, Josh, my cousin Josh, Owen, Kevin, just all y'all, you know, Paul Best, Chris, John, everybody, Mark, my dad, everybody. I'm just thinking about all y'all, everybody right now. This right here, folks, it's kind of hard to get to, but I will come back here and get it's covered up now, but I'm not sure quite the footing or anything, but that right there is Big Rock. That's where we jumped off of, we slept on before, you know, spent so many hours down here of our childhood, just, you know, being in the moment, you know. One thing I think about those days, I just thought those days would never end. They seemed to last forever. We used to spend all day down here. There's a river right there, but I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna spend about 30 to 45 minutes making a special video just on Big Rock. I got several memories, and I'm gonna try to get some more up, you know. And this right here, I don't know if you can see, but there's it's a sand right here. There's like a sandy area right here. All this area right here, you know, covered in sand, all the way up almost, you know, back to about right here, you know. This is like kind of more level, you know, more sand over the rocks, more level. It's kind of like a little sandy beach area right here. And that's the bluff right there. If I can go up here. The bluff goes all the way up top, and that's mile 19 up there. And up there's the bluff. Now, one story, you know, just so many stories here, but one story I will share with you outside the Big Rock video. Me and my friend Jason came down here one day, just me and him that day. Just came down here exploring, and he climbed that thing. He got about 3/4 of the way up that bluff from down here. I was like, man, I don't know if we should do this. I was the type of child, I'd get up, I'd climb a tree, and I'd get halfway up, and I'd get petrified because I'm scared of heights, and then I couldn't get back down. My dad had to come and just yell, beg, whatever to try to get me off that tree like a cat. I could get up, but I couldn't get down. But my friend Jason, he had a little fearless streak in him, and he got about 3/4 of the way up and got on a little rocky ledge and started rocking with him. I said, Jason, please come back down. And he listened to me, but man, I believe he could have got all the way up there if it, you know, I've seen a guy named Yancey climb all the way up there, but you know, I think Jason, he would have done it that day. He for sure would have. But I was always the worry ward of the group, and you know, just pleaded with him to come back down, and he did, and we went on our way. But just really thinking about him today. And my friend Josh, you know, he lost his mom in 2022, and you know, we'd always go to drop by his house and Jason's house, and we'd always come down here, and they'd always just let us, you know, they'd let us explore this area. And I just shout out to everybody who played a part in growing up, you know. There's just so many people up and down the road we grew up on that my love of this area is just fostered by. Thank all of y'all for just letting us hang and be friends and explore this place. Nice little. Okay, I'm gonna try to. Ooh, I almost bit the dust right there. Okay, but I promise all of y'all that will not be the last you see of Big Rock. We have a series, about a 30-minute long video coming of just Big Rock and camping stories. And there's a story that my friend Paul Best, who has passed on, told me. You know, that was happening in mid 80s, early to mid 80s. Did not happen to me. It's like a little Bigfoot story, but you know, nobody knows if it's Bigfoot or not. But that was the story everybody like to share about them camping down at Big Rock and something on top of the bluff up there. Another young man in the community tried to walk down there and scare him, and he got up there and he heard something behind him, and something started throwing rocks off the bluff and at him and at the campers down below. And you know, so I'm gonna tell that story too. But I don't know, just this trail today, everything. I can only think of the movie Stand By Me. There at the very end, where Richard Dreyfuss is sitting at his keyboard, the grown-up Gordy, who's finally a writer, making a living writing, and he just, you know, remembering the stories of when he was 12, walking the train tracks to see, you know, walking the train tracks to see the little boy, the Ray Browder boy who was hit by the train, and, you know, thinking of his friend Chris, who had in the movie and had died like a week prior to Richard Dreyfuss writing. They just wrote down the final line of one of the final lines of the movie. You know, you'll never have the friends like you had when you was 12. Does anyone? And it's just playing in my head, that song and everything. And I'll never tell you, I had some really great friends when I was 12 and on into adulthood. I never lost track of them. Even though we may only see each other 2 or 3 times a year, and always just life happened, always got busy, but we always knew, you know, that you'd always be the same in their eyes. And I love all of them. I love all y'all. Okay, we'll get back on the trail here. Kind of deviate from the trail there just to get close to the river. So, but over there is like a little pumping house or something. I don't know. Electrical house, pumping house, I'm not sure. Over there across the other bank. Okay, we're getting behind the dam right here. That roar is the dam. I'm so glad I chose to come this way. I'm like a kid in a candy store. This is like paradise. Oh man. I got the lake over, that's the spillway right there, folks. And it's coming down. I'll find a good spot where there's some clearing, put the camera down and let you just hear and watch it. But yeah. And there's also another place called Flat Rock on this trail, this the lower trail, and it was an area where people just would come off to. People park their trucks, four-wheelers and stuff, sit around and talk, and all during the night. It was just a good, good hangout spot. Oh yeah. I think I found a good spot here. I'll put my camera down. I'm gonna walk out here. There's a bunch of vultures or buzzards up there. Birds of scavenger birds, buzzards. For some reason, this is like a buzzard's nest. We mentioned the raven's den. Well, this is the buzzard's nest. All along that rock wall of the dam. And there's the spillway. This is amazing, folks. Thank you for letting me linger on that. Appreciate it. Now, the next location is going to come upon Flat Rock. Kind of like this little hangout area. It was good, you know. Nah, I don't think anybody ever camped at Flat Rock. You always want to camp around the creek, the river. But it was good, like, ride your four-wheeler on the mile 19 is logging roads. I'll go more into that on mile 19. That's the upper trail. And so, but Flat Rock was a good way to, you know, it was a little bit off the logging roads. Just a good little rest area for four-wheeler, hangout area. Just talk about life. About the cute girls you liked. The cute girls in your grade in that school. Who you'd want to date. How life was going. About sports, football, basketball, baseball. You know, life in general. Part of like the escape, I think the escaping nature, it really is a good therapy for a lot of people. I ain't gonna say it's a cure for everyone, you know, but it just really is. I don't know, for me, it just really soothes my soul. You know. Okay. I may have passed Flat Rock right back there. It is kind of covered up now. Nope, right here. Right here is Flat Rock. Yeah, right here. It's not much now, but it's just kind of like a little open area. You kind of pull off down there like through some trees, and they kind of opened up, and it's just wet now. But I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this was Flat Rock right up here. This is part of it, and right up here, yep. I'm almost 100% certain it's right here. Okay. I'm getting soaked to the bone here. Yeah, right here. and just put my camera down and get some shots of Flat Rock. Okay. It's more like wet rock today, but this is Flat Rock. Okay, I've almost slid down a few times, and this camera, I don't want to break it. It's probably the nicest thing I've ever owned, camera video equipment camera wise. So I just would love to have it for years. Oh, this already gonna be like I said, this one right here is off the grid. I'm not sure how many miles, if this is a mile or more than a mile. Not quite sure. I think it's more than a mile. So I have stopped though to film a lot of different stuff. So it's kind of hard to gauge. And I would have went more in depth on Big Rock today. I have the battery. I'm not sure about the memory card to do a 30-minute video on that. But I do have the battery, but it's already 5:10, and I do have my 8-year-old son coming down with me, and we need to think about leaving here pretty soon. So okay, the lower trail. Here's the workout of this. I'm probably breathing really hard. Another little shot of the dam in the distance there. Alright, about to exit the lower trail. I'm going to shut off the camera and see you next time. Pick up with mile 19 and 20 and then the exit. And then the one video on Big Rock, and I'll be done. with just this trail. I'm really sweating. It's glad it's 63 because it's been hard in June, July. I always knew this was going to be challenging with this camera and gimbal. I'm feeling it today. I've done about 6-7 miles anyway, so right up here is the end of the lower trail. Here we go. Just trying to pump myself up. Oh, mud. Slick mud. I'm disgusting. My shoes are. Have to wash them off. Okay. Pink flamingo in the trees. That's pretty cool. Nice touch. Thank y'all for doing that. And this hooks up with mile 19. Upper trail. The sign here. Okay. And I'm gonna be hiking that way to the dam. See you next time.